Alright. Here's the frame for my HD600. The pads have been removed, cups have been removed. This is basically the stuff that's going to get painted. Now, when I do spray paint, I don't want to spray paint these metal bits, but it's too hard to disassemble. It's all like squeezed, compressioned, and I think there's a pivot, like a rivet pivot there. So it's going to all stay together while I sand. I've got my wet sandpaper. I found a pile of it. What grid are we looking at here? 600. All the stuff is used. I wish I had new, but that's fine. 600, 400. Let's start with 400. Both of these are literally the only pieces that have this color on it are the bottom rings, which are literally there just for looks, and then this, which is obviously there for structure. Now, why do we wet sand, ladies and gentlemen? We wet sand because it doesn't damage the surface as badly. This is the commitment point. Now we're just basically roughing this up so the paint sticks. You don't have to get anything off. I'm not trying to get, this texture off in any sort of way. You can do this under the water if you're good. You want to be able to feel this and go, yes, something's going to stick to that. You want to get the shine off. And obviously the word Sennheiser is not going to be around by the time I'm done. You don't want to concentrate in one area either. You want to do nice, even strokes. You already feel where the shine is disappearing. You got to be real careful on the whatever other parts. I'm assuming people are doing this for whatever headphones they have. I'm not going to try to hit this either. The metal I do not want messed up. I don't want to paint black and then yellow, and oh my god. One thumb action. Less is more. Less is more. Yeah. One more going over and that'll probably be good. Now, I thought these little HD600s were stickers. They're not. That's actually just painted on there, so that's unfortunate. Unless I taped over this. No. No, the yellow, the blue and blue is going to clash with the yellow anyway. It's got to be, has to be perfect. Has to be perfect. Op delivers, man. And we got to get the inside here too. I'm cleaning out my closet one more time. I'm all into this Eminem trip now. I've grown old enough to listen to Eminem again without actually being angsty. Yeah, so basically, you don't have to watch me sand this entire thing. I'm going to sand everything, not smooth, but I'm going to get rid of the shine on it. All that shine. You can sort of see where the water is evaporating and not go off that. You should spend at least an hour doing it. Alright, now, remember my Datavac? Love this thing. To expedite drying, I'm going to whip this baby out, because this will... There, you can see. There's just the thinnest strip here of still shiny, so I've got to get that back under. And I either have to wait for this to dry, or I just go like, BAM! Not bad, a little bit there. And you could actually do the wet sandpaper dry if you really don't know what the hell you're doing, so... It doesn't heat up, it just blows hard. Yeah, just like I imagine. This stuff needs work. And it's always, for some reason, right there. Not quite the edge. And around this. This is a real... I don't want to mess up this, which is why I'm going light here. But yeah, right there needs to be done. So, continue along. Alright. Almost forget to record these things because I'm so into it. Some Rust-Oleum protective gloss enamel, which is work metal glass. I'm just doing my first coat. And you want to be sort of like super lightweight on it. Those got hit too hard already. I was too close. Ambidextrous spraying. You want to spray and then go across the thing and then stop. You don't want to start and stop or it'll put out crap. And it's actually really windy over here for some reason. I just got a yardstick clamped to the thing. The brick I'm not worried about. I wish this was a point and then it would just spin. I want to spin it, I gotta like do that. Again, first coat, rough coat. Left side, strong side. Come back in 10 minutes, do it again. Alright, now for the logos on the side of the ear cups, which are these. I printed out, cropped, resized version of the Z logo. And I'm now going to take it, and I gotta make sure this stays down. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do that yet. I may just put a dab of like non-abrasive glue, just because I want this to be mostly black, and then just have the logo. I'm going to spray the yellow right through that. And it's going to be... It doesn't really have to be super accurate, these cuts. Go away, little black fabric. But yeah, so I cut the black bits out. Now I should be able to peel this off. Go like... Blegow. And then just go with the spray paint. I just gotta make it so that this part stays down. I might just bend it gently. I want it to be down. I want it to be down, and I want it to be down. So that's just down. Now the next bit is figuring out where the center of this is so I can line this up to do that. And obviously taking it outside. And I lay down two in case I screwed one up bad. I didn't have to do it twice. So, yeah. It should, I don't know how. Maybe just putting my hand in it for a while will cause it to be a cup-shaped piece of paper. The plastic's sort of not helping that. Actually, I could just wet the back of this. I got my spray bottle of water. Just wet the paper so it sort of sags, and then just... Because the plastic's going to hold it together, the plastic on the tape. Alright, first things first, I got to figure out where that logo... I want it to be dead centered, so I'm going to mark this first with something. I'm not sure what yet. And then it'll be outside, and I'll give this a spray, and the actual frame that I've been spraying, I went out there 7 times, alright? Don't think that I went out there, sprayed it once, and sprayed it again, and it was done. No, I went out there, and over a period of 3 hours, just sprayed it, rotated it, sprayed it, held it in the sun by the tape. And we'll look at it in a bit when I get this out there. And you'll see it did a pretty damn good job. I'm sure a little more prep if I would have done a primary coat, sanded that, but I want to get it done, or I'll spend weeks on something. I know my limitations for paying attention to something, and I want to have this done before I run out of that. All right, slightly better X, making sure we have the horizontal and the vertical set, because I don't want this shit crooked. That's my biggest fear now. All right. Taking this and I've sort of like bent it over my hand a bit. stickiness of this tape was supposed to help. Now it's just hurting. Now, there you go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to let it rain. Didn't expect it to move quite as much as it just did. That should be it. Yeah, a bit of bleed, but you know what? Close. Do again. I'm not asking for perfection here, people. I've chased perfection. It sucks. Bam! That one's slightly too far forward. Gonna live with it. Gonna live with it. Now I'll take this stinky box out into the goddamn outside. And here you see, you can touch it by the tape. Oop, tearing the tape off the top. Tearing the tape off the top. It's titillating. Now the last sprays I did about 40 minutes ago, and this thing recommends 2 to 3 hours, I think, before it's like touch dry. Yeah, so I'm just gonna give it to like nighttime, and then this I'm considering done, because it's not glossy all the way around. It's got sort of a matte, but it's evenly matte. It would be much worse if like this part was shiny and this part wasn't. It's shiny there is good, shiny there is good. Yeah. These were a bit of a pain. Got a little bit of an overrun there, but overall satisfied. Satisfactory. Overall satisfactory. Pain to my fingers. Those can stay right there. Yeah, those actually came out pretty good. I'm cool with just the way they are. They're fine. Let's see what it says. Do not spray into a bag and inhale. Gotcha. Dry and recoat times to handle 5 to 9 hours and fully dry in 24. So it'll come in from outside at night, and then it'll be reassembly time some point tomorrow. All right, it's final assembly time. Here is the 24 hours dried. Couple specks there got through the tape. Had this all lined with masking. So the only parts that are actually painted all yellow are the headband with the struts, and then these bits that go on the bottom, which are literally just for looks. And I taped over them because they are here, and you'll see them through the grills. And I want them to stay black, and on a couple of spots, like right here, it totally did not work. But I went across the street and bought a nice brand new Sharpie. Let's make it black again. I spent about, I don't know, probably a combined total of 22 minutes just tracing around this paint on these to try to make it nice and straight with no bleeds. Alright, that one's good. I'm not sure how insane I need to get with these. I mean, there's like a little bit at the bottom. I'm just going to leave that alone. Okay, now, I didn't actually show myself taking apart the 600s. But let me tell you how easy it is. It's real goddamn easy. Like these pads, you just pull them, and there's a ring. There's a plastic ring that you can't see in here that when you pull it out, the ring pops out. In fact, the ring is that shape. And it actually comes out of the cup. And you're like, oh, and you can just go click, 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 click around, put it in. And then once I had that off, I'm like, well, where's screws? There's no screws. This entire headphone comes apart with just like clips. Like it just clips apart. Like here is like that. That's how the back. This is where the grill goes. Which did I just? No. Yeah. Okay. These should just sit. I may have to get some like contact cement because I think I removed these from a sealed bitch. Yeah, these are a little bit loose. So I'm gonna get some contact cement on these, but this is where they go. Make sure you have the openings in the bottom. And actually, I was assuming I had to take all this apart to get the cups off, but since they're just one piece, you're just bending this out of the way. And, ooh, left and right shouldn't matter now. I mean, I guess they're identical, right? Are they identical? Yeah. They are what they are, and it doesn't really matter. So now, oh, I gotta put together these. These should go either direction. And these just pop onto some pins, just like that. And this section here, I legitimately did not try to paint, because that's where these are going to clip in. So I wonder if I should get these on before I put those. You know what? That's a good idea. I don't want to make this any tighter. Now there's paint on these, so I'm not sure how it's going to affect the rotational torsion. I mean, that's really all they ever did anyway, so. There's one. Make sure you have the right direction down. Don't put them like this either. That'll be stupid. Okay. Squeeze. Jiggle. Alright. Now these fancy bits. And they're identical in both directions, so I'm not going to do the other side. You got to go in, like you're making a hinge. Wow. Hope this design won a whole bunch of awards. Again, everything is identical left and right, so it doesn't really matter. Now, the real pain, the pain itself, the white ball of healing light, is going to come from putting this back in. Because this is like a stiff plastic that I had to peel out of a damn channel. And I'm not 100% sure I'm going to be able to get it in as cleanly. Like, it was a pain to get out. So I may not even film myself failing at this. Yeah, it's just wide. It's got to go like in there, and then bend the whole plastic around the frame. Oh. Feels bad. They sell replacements for this, so you know it is replaceable. Maybe I should have done this first, so I don't have the weight of the cups hanging off my thing. Also would help if I wasn't in total shadows. Alright. There's got to be a trick to this that I need to figure out. 2 fingers, like that. I really don't want to mess up the paint. Yeah, it's basically just going to bend the crap out of this plastic. Ding goes the Reddit phone. Yeah, this is the, this side basically just falls in. I'm just going to let this side fall completely in, and I'm going to work this side. There we go. I don't know how this end piece is going in. That doesn't even make sense. It's like it's like more than an 1/8 inch too long. It's centered. Yeah, it is. Oh, it went in. It fell down. It fell down. Oh, finishing touch. As promised, I ordered this from Best in the Verse to complete it. Oh yeah. I could actually read the left and right indicators now. This is where it said HD600. I'm not sure what I'm going to do there. I may print out some sort of little sticker or just leave it alone. And I was also considering doing like Z reviews on top of this, but I think that's enough. So anyway, BAMP, the future of headphone cables. It's just a female 3.5 stereo, straight to this. So now I could use whatever I want. Here's the gray and black V-motor cable that came with my Mad Dogs, and I just can go, and I have like a 6-foot cable, or if I want a 3-foot cable, or if I want a 1-foot cable, or Best in the Verse would make me a matching length or 2 lengths, so I wouldn't have to buy 2 cables. I could buy this, and I could buy a 3-foot cable, and then I could buy an 8-foot cable, and then I would just be able to go pop up, pop up. I did this so I could use my own weird cables, but if you wanted to have the full matching Best in the Verse cable, this system. Let's see, left. Now these are not indicated front and back, so I'm just going to assume that they're only going to fit one way. Yep. Through some sort of witchcraft. Bam. Completed. Zeos Pantera's custom rockin'. Super Rockin' Magic Man. Oh, I can't close them. Ooh, interesting. That's right. Yeah, that was bad. I've apparently pushed this stuff too far back, and now it's preventing those from sliding out. But other than that, other than I put them together wrong, that's pretty good. I'm proud. Now I can wear these out in public and be like, you know what these are? Shut up with your beats. I even like the yellow. It's like Caterpillar tractor yellow, more than just yellow. Good.